Hey y'all. Well, I was eating something, y'all. Happy Monday. Listen, I know I've been missing in action. Your girl was on a dig. I was on archaeological dig for the last 2 weeks in San Antonio. I know, typically I drop my videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. Y'all only got one last week because, listen, your girl was tied with a T at the end, okay? And I just got back this past weekend. Still definitely a little tired. After I hop off here, y'all, I'm going to rest up some more. But yes, I'm back. You will definitely be getting your 2 videos this week. But definitely just wanted to stop by for money. Mondays, y'all, as you can see, I'm chilling on the couch, girl. I'm comfy, okay? And it's cold. I feel like I just want to like snuggle up on the couch for real. But happy Money Monday. Did you catch the premiere of my latest video? Listen, I was like, with student loan payments starting back this past month, payments resumed this month on October 1st. Your payment, well, if you have student loans, your payment, of course, may not have been on the 1st, but sometime this month, a payment will be due. So I figure, why not just talk about, how to pay off student loan debt so that something like this, just really doesn't affect you. Of course, I personally think that it was easier, during the pandemic while interest was not accruing to pay these student loans off. But I do understand that some people may not just have taken that route. Doesn't mean that you can't do something about it now. Of course, you don't have that leeway, but there's still some other things that you can do, which I talk about in a video. The main one that's so important, y'all, is please get a side hustle. You cannot pay off debt without a side hustle, any type of debt, but especially student loan debt. You cannot pay off debt without a side hustle, boo boo. You just can't. I see so many people sometimes like, oh, I can't get a side hustle XYZ. Well, I mean, can you be in debt for the rest of your life? Because that's really what you're saying. So, you have to be willing to get a side hustle. And I understand that, yeah, you're not going to work another extra 40 hours, but can you do 15? Can you do 20, especially in this remote work age? Like, what can you do? I talk about, the easiest one known to man, Uber Eats and DoorDash, especially for folks who live near these bustling cities. Get so sign up or ask somebody for their sign up code, because both of y'all will get like a referral bonus. So ask somebody who who's doing it. Hey, can you help me to sign up so that I can make some money? It's a really easy way to make money, y'all. I did it all throughout my journey. Child, I did it this past summer. It's always there. I know if I need something or if I'm trying to make a little extra something, I'm trying to buy something, baby, ain't no shame in my game. I will go and pick up somebody's meal and drop it right on off, okay? There's nothing wrong with honest work. And then, a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, but what about your car? What about gas and all this other stuff? Please don't let people scare you away with things like that. You stay under a certain amount of miles and you got to put gas in your car anyway, okay? And then you make that money back. Like I said, especially for these people who are in these bustling cities or near these bustling cities, where you could drive, out to the next city over to make some extra money. So definitely, I always encourage the folks, give it a go with Uber Eats or DoorDash, or what skills do you have? Not necessarily saying that you need to start a business. Sometimes those things take time, but baby, is the Dollar Tree hiring? Yes, they is. Okay, they need somebody to blow up them balloons and ring the cash register. Is the local grocery store hiring? Is the Walmart hiring? What can you do that's near you where you could make some extra money to put it on your student loans? The method that I use that I think that is so good for student loans, that's perfect for student loans, is the debt snowball. And I say that because many folks, they don't have like one big loan. They have like multiple loans broken up into one, right? Or broken up across several loans, right? I think my loans were, I had $14,180 in student loan debt, and my loans were six. So there were six loans that I had, and I just broke them right down using the debt snowball, because what you're going to do is you're going to rank them from smallest to largest. You're not worried about interest rates. I know, the girls and the guys, interest rate this, interest rate that. Baby, when you sign that dotted line, you seen that interest rate, you wouldn't worry about it then, okay? So don't be worried about it now. Go on, and I do understand, because there are people who have these private loans with these crazy like interest rates. I get it. I wouldn't fault anybody for trying to pay down the high interest rate on a private student loan. I really wouldn't. But for me, I did the debt snowball. So I ranked them from smallest to largest, and I just went in. My smallest loan was like $1,000 and some change, and it went up to, my highest one was $5,000. And I was able to use the debt snowball to really just move through them in 9 months, y'all. It took me 9 months. I remember, I think this was 2021. I wanted to be done by December 2021. I was on that $5,000 loan, and I just didn't quite make it. I made it January 2022. And that was 9 months. And it's just like, set a goal for yourself, of course. But if you a month later than your goal, if you 2 months later, you still did it, right? And I think that's important just to remember. I know for me, I needed a structure to be able to pay off student loans, or to be able to pay off debt, period, right? Because sometimes we just be paying stuff. You paying here, you paying there, and ain't nothing happening. But when you get a targeted plan that works, like the debt snowball, then it's easy for you to just kind of tackle these things, y'all. And to just have a rhyme and a reason, something that makes sense, something that you can go back and be like, okay, here's where I need to start. And in case you don't know, y'all, the debt snowballs, like I said, you line up your debts. You're going to line up your student loans from smallest to largest. You're not worried about interest rates. And you're going to make minimum payments on everything, right? You don't stop making payments. You have to keep your minimum payments up. But let's say you got a student loan, $150, one $100, and one $150, right? You're making payments on all of them, but that $50 loan, you're really putting all you got towards that loan. There's side hustle money. You're putting it towards that, right? And once you finish that that $50 loan, you roll that payment into the next one. So whatever extra you were putting towards it and that base payment, you keep, your snowball gets traction, right? It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's something that's, really, really helpful. Like when I tell you my snowball took off, like you start rolling them payments up and you doing triple double payments and all this other stuff, that's when you make a dent in it. And this is one thing that's so important, right? You got to be making multiple payments a month. When I was paying out my student loans, I was making multiple payments a month. I'm recommending that you at least make 2 payments a month. I probably was doing just a little more than that, because every time I got paid for my side hustle, baby, that extra money went to my debt. It went to my student loans. So, of course, as you're starting out, right, you're probably only going to be making 1 payment. But within those first 90 days, especially once you get your side hustle, that's when you want to start making those triple, quadruple payments on your student loans. If you get $10 extra from a side hustle, you putting it on your student loan, whatever you get. And that's how you make a dent in these things. Like, you just pay like crazy money towards it as many times as you can. Also in the video, I talk about, being clear on what your interest rate is, especially because interest is accruing back now, right? So you want to get clear on what your interest rate is, because that's going to let you know how much you need to be, how much your payment needs to be in order for you to make a dent in this thing. Because that was the big thing, right? We couldn't make a dent in it because the interest was just tearing our payments up. You put interest on it, it's like Pac-Man, it's eating it, and that balance be the same for 52 years, right? Listen, you have to be able to get clear on that interest rate, because that's your guide to letting you know, okay, how much I need to be getting on my side hustle, how many payments I need to be making towards a month, towards it a month. And y'all, it's hard. Like, it's hard to pay off any debt, but I understand it. That student loan debt is just another type of beast, especially for folks with very large balances, right? Especially for folks with I was going to say for six payments, with six-figure student loan debt, because there are people with just insurmountable student loan debt. But it's important to remember that, with a plan, you can do anything, man. With a plan and with a willing spirit, you can get through anything. So you got to create a plan, right? Use that snowball. Get a side hustle. You got to be willing to just be uncomfortable for however long that is. And it's really not long. My debt-free journey was 22 months. And yeah, it wasn't fun, but baby, when I can tell you now, do I regret doing it? Do I regret going as hard as I did? Heck no. Would I do it again? Heck no. But I feel good to know that I really went in like that. When I tell you that alone just changed my life, and just like my thinking and things like that. So I always encourage folks, listen, y'all, please, please don't let the student loans just bog you down. They're not going anywhere. Grandpa couldn't do it, y'all. I had faith in them too, y'all. And Auntie Kamala too. I had faith in them, okay? And Grandpa and Auntie. But they just couldn't get it done, girl. They couldn't get it done. And in the video, I talk about I'm not really focusing like on repayment plans, because the goal is to not be paying off your student loans until you croak, right? It's to pay them off quickly as possible, right? You want to be able to get on with your life, be able to contribute to your own kids' college funds, and not be worried about student loan debt from 1972, So it's so important to just really go in on these things, because they ain't going nowhere. Yes, it is a problem in our country. It's a terrible problem. Trust me, I agree with everything about. I agree with all the things that people saying. However, we have the ability to make a change. And yeah, it's hard. It sucks, especially when you see other people who like, I'm just gonna die with this, or like what? I think just the message about student loans is one that is pretty, just difficult for us to kind of just have the encouragement to want to pay it off, to want to get through it successfully, because it's just the things that we hear about it. Oh, you always gonna have it. Everybody got it. You have to take out a loan. Oh, you'll be able to make it back. Child, no, you ain't. So please don't fall into that trap. And don't forget, y'all, I do have a freebie on how I paid off my college debt. I put it in the description of my video that just premiered. So if you didn't check that video out, please go back and check it out. Share it with someone who you know that can help, or that the video can help. And I got my $5 e-guide, where I also talk about, how I paid off my student loan debt. Those are all in the description boxes of my previous video, but I'll put it in this video as it airs, or after it airs as well. Y'all definitely be sure to check that out. I got some other things that I'm working on too for the new year that I am pretty excited for. And I want to know, like, what do you want to know about money? What do you want to know about college debt? Like, drop down in the comments and let me know what are those things that you're really just interested in learning about. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and that if I have the knowledge, that I impart it on you. And yeah, don't forget to, if you haven't, check out that video, and be sure to check me out over on my shorts as well. Listen, y'all, yes, I will be back live. We're back with the lives. Maybe I'll come back with, maybe not this Saturday because I have some plans, but maybe I'll come back with the self-care Saturday lives as well. Oh my gosh, y'all, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Like, I think we're about 40 people out from 2,000 subscribers. So I am so excited about that. Thank y'all so much for your support. Oh my gosh. Can we get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this month? Listen, like, share, and subscribe. That definitely helps me. I see my watch time increasing, so I'm definitely happy about that. And listen, your girl is about to watch a little bit of my shows and just relax for the rest of the night. My body still feels like being on an archaeological dig. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not like sore, but I'm definitely tired, okay? So I'm going to see y'all next time or later this week. Bye.